Good morning, everyone. This is Joe with Ohio Woodburner. We are a small firewood delivery service here in Northeast Ohio. Today, guys, this is the calm before the storm. The weather reports are not in our favor, and all reports are right around 8 to 12 inches of snow. And you know, the snow kind of does change everything. I have a lot of work that has to get done, and I'll show you some of the things that we're doing. But I have a delivery that's going out today before the storm comes, and you know, I had it tarped off. It sat in my truck bed overnight. I had it tarped off just so none of the snow got onto it, and I have my trailer under the roof so that the snow stays out of it. And then I got my trucks pointing in the right direction so that getting out will be easy when the storm hits. This is our roof, and I try to keep the wood that goes to the restaurants staged here. But when I know that snow's coming, I put the trailer under the roof. It just keeps the snow and the ice off the bottom of it. It makes the delivery easier. It makes loading it easier too. The next wood that's on stage to be delivered is, we're starting on this row right here. So this was put up a while ago. It's nice and dry, and I am going to go ahead and tarp this off because, you know, we're getting calls for a foot of snow, and I'll just keep the snow off of it. That should make things easier on me or whoever's loading up the trailer. And then the last thing I have to do, I got to get my tractor. I put the bucket on it, and we're going to be moving some rounds that are laying in the middle of the yard. I'm going to move them over by the Easton made axis splitter. The log truck is supposed to come in. I don't know how this snowstorm is going to affect that, but you know, I got big rounds laying everywhere, and I can't have them there when the truck comes because they might be under the snow, and it's just better to get them out of the way right now. I didn't film me taking the forks off the tractor and putting the bucket on. I would have showed you guys the film of me changing that bucket, but I'm trying to keep our film under an hour. I'm still not very good at changing that out. You know, you can't see, and with the dump and the up and down, I will one day get better at changing out the bucket, and when I do, I'll put that in one of the videos. I'll be bringing these big rounds over here and just getting them staged by the axis, and I have the engine tarped off just to keep the snow off of it. But let me get the tractor fired up and we'll start moving some of these rounds. I'm serious. The Bobcat tractor is a home run. Everything has just changed the moment this thing showed up here. I have zero buyer's remorse with this machine. I had planned on using my forks and putting a pallet on them, but I went ahead and changed everything out last night because I was waiting for the storm. But then after I made the change to the bucket, I realized I needed to move all of these rounds. So I got a car parked in front of the forks right now. It's just easier for me right now. I'm just using the bucket. I'm moving rounds and trying to get all these logs moved out of the way. this is my first diesel. I don't have any experiences with diesels. You know, I can always think of that the rest areas, how they leave them idling all the time. But Marty from Leppo Rents, he told me, he says, don't idle it. He says, if you're going to idle it, he says it's better to shut it off. So I just shut it off when I'm loading up the bucket. I'm curious about your guys' opinions on that. If you have any insight, I am all ears. I like to hear multiple opinions, but for now, that's what I'm doing. I'm turning it off, which I guess saves fuel, but you think over time it would wear out the starter. But I believe Marty's opinion was it is better for the emissions. You know, this is a tier 4 diesel. It's got that regen cycle. It does not have DEF fluid, however. So, but I'm gonna do it per instructions, but let me know what you guys think about it. These are the kind of rounds that I, would dread having to split these with the super splitter. I have a feeling though that the axis would go right through these. This snow is supposed to be off and on today, but tonight it's when the big storm's coming in. It's supposed to be 2 storms, so we'll see how it goes. A lot of you have asked, and thank you for the well wishes about my back. It is feeling pretty good. I think what happened was more of a tweak than, like serious injury, but it did set me back for a few days. If you have been following along, this entire pile was ash, and I'm almost through it. And these were mostly the ends, the pieces that had the butt end of the log. It was going to be too big to go through the machine. So I just cut them off, and now, I'm taking them over to get them split with the axis. I remember a friend of mine said that when he bought his first front end loader, he never knew how he ever got through life without it. And I don't think I ever fully appreciated what he meant until after I got my own front end loader. This is the world's best wheelbarrow without a doubt. these logs, I cut these up. They had mushrooms growing on them and they're kind of punky. So these are going over to our woodshed. Any ugly wood that I find, you know, rot, infestation, it goes into our woodshed. I cannot explain just how impactful the Bobcat CT2040 has been for us here at Ohio Woodburner. It is such an incredible tool. And everyone that says, you know, you got to have a front end loader, I had already known that that was on the list of things to have, but you know, you just can't afford it. You can't afford it. So you learn to get by with what you have. Now that I have it, I just feel like the sky's the limit, and it makes you start wondering, you know, there's even better machines out there than this, and how much more productive could I be? You know, I can't afford those right now, and this was all I could afford, but gee whiz, is everything great. Add that to our Easton made axis. Guys, all of those big rounds that, you know, those were the ones that were just weighing me down. I just couldn't get to them, or I just didn't want to do them because I could be so much faster just doing the small wood with the processor. But now being able to move them around, having a world-class Easton made axis splitter, everything has changed. That has been the impact that this machine has had, and now certainly the Easton made axis as well. But as for today's video, this is where the rubber meets the road, guys. We have a huge storm coming in. I have deliveries that have to go out, and I still got production to be done. All of this has to get done, and sometimes we just can't get everything filmed that I would otherwise want to. So I thought that I would show you another day in the life of a firewood delivery service. Nothing exciting today, but I think it shows just what has to get done, part of the daily grind. It's still work that's got to get done, but stay tuned, guys, because I got some exciting things to show you here coming down the pike. We're going to have a very special visit to our wood yard. I hope to bring that to you. We also had a development with our ballast situation, and I'm very excited about that. I hope to bring that to you here as well. So that's it for today. I got to get this wood delivered and get back here and get ready for this storm. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Remember, we post videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and this has just been a joy to bring to you. If you haven't got a chance, check out our online store in the description where you can purchase your Ohio Woodburner t-shirts and stickers. And we also have our Amazon store for a lot of the things that you see on our channel. I hope that everyone has a great day.